secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, man? Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These
first opened way back in 1924. To do battle with the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
319 to 9.
On second down, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And the defense. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oil.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
319!
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there.
the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing is Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Gotta go.
This is Cohen on the toss. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Trubisky on first down. Steps away to his left. And this will be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go. Lock in.
Play action. It's Trubisky rolling to his right. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Trubisky. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball.
Like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
58!
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He's got a man, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
19.
Rodgers now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. 258.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Trubisky to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, a 3-6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
18. Hey, you got 3. Three down.
They go play action. Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Trubisky shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriots!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A first throw for the backup Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
319.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Blue 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right. 319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
319. 319.
Rodgers again now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he'll get this.
From all those empty seats? Ooh. You and me trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Now he's going to let it go. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
Rodgers now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt.
Does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They go play action with Osweiler. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Nick Kwiatkowski in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eddie Goldman in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. Off the toss, Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now Osweiler on second down. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Flush to his right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
3-19.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
3-19.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's Rodgers to throw on third down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
319! 319!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch 17! 258!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Osweiler. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Try to do better. Come on, QB, come 26. Gun. Green 19's on.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Demarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
158.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Osweiler's going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy.